Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new, welcome. If you are returning, thanks for coming back. Habibi. For those who don't know me, my name is Suicidal, and if you are new, please click that subscribe button so that every time I upload a video, you get a notification. I'm sorry. Yeah, guys. So if you are new, please like it before you watch this video. Please comment, do something, and lastly, please guys, don't skip the ads. That's how I make money from sharing my knowledge, if I may put it that way, because I'm sharing my knowledge with you guys and I'm sharing my life with you guys, and yeah guys, and I just want to cover everything that people has been asking me. I just hope and pray I'll try to remember everything, because I didn't write note, I didn't write anything, because I feel like these questions is a pinda, so there's no need for me to write anything down. Hopefully I've got a good memory. I'll try to remember everything. If there's something that I am missing out, please don't hesitate to comment down below. I will reply on the comment section. If I see that a lot of people are asking, maybe there's some question, I'll do another video. Don't hesitate, just do the right thing. I'm here to assist you. I'm here to share everything that you need to know. But obviously, don't ask personal questions like who infected me. No, yeah, well, with that one, like I won't disclose my ex-partner's name, because even before I went public about it, I spoke to him about this. So say I have a YouTube channel now. One day I will go public about my HIV status, and don't worry, I won't tell people your name. I won't disclose your name, because that's not my place. And also I will get arrested. I don't want to be arrested for I'm disclosing my HIV status. I am disclosing mine. I am sharing my story to get. So a lot of people were asking me how old I was at that time and how old I was. Second question, a big common 18, or let me remember. Second question is, they used to ask me red flags as in there were no red flags in red flags, yeah, in the relationship. Why did I wait up until maybe something happens? Why did I not end the relationship while maybe I was saying something that were not making sense in the relationship? And I've heard one is, what are we still in good terms? So I'll try with the first one. I was 24 years I was 24 years old when I found out about my HIV status. 2019, the 2nd of October. Yeah, I was 24 years old. And secondly, I was not that red flags were not there. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna give you a little background story about my relationship being good. I was in a long distance relationship, and we were communicating over the phone most of the time, and I was cool with that, because knowing myself, I was avoiding a lot of things. That's why I didn't want a partner who was around B campus, res, Cape Town. So I decided to date 4, which is Durban, and I was cool with that. I didn't have a problem on my side, and the relationship was sweet, and the guy was younger than me, so I didn't see the need to maybe the relationship is weird out just because he's 4 and he's younger than me. Maybe he still wanna explore, if I may put it that way. I don't know, but again, everything was fine. Red flags in terms of what? Maybe he was cheating on me. Yes, he was doing his shenanigans, and I used to call him here and there, and he'll deny. We all know boys how they are. he will deny, and I kept like forgiving him because obviously he was treating me well. Okay, according to me, he was treating me well because everything that I was needing at that time, he was giving me. Like, I'm talking about money. He was supporting me. Not supporting me, he was giving me girlfriend allowance and all those nice things I can even think of. So the relationship was perfect for me at that time. Little did I know, Wuti, the relationship is coming with it's a gag. That's why today we're here sitting in front of the camera sharing my story. So everything was fine, was cool in the relationship, and when we started, another question that people ask me was when we started to use protection or whatnot. Yes, we used to use protection up until this particular day. I still remember the day. It was 28th of March 2019. We decided to not like use protection starting from that month because we all know how men are. In a relationship, must be comfortable, he will tell you, baby, we've been dating for like I've never feel you, don't all those things. You also find out and now you fall for their trap. And then I did because why not? He's my man alone. I thought so. I thought he was mine alone. So ever since then, we never looked back, and I used to go to Durban more often, but no one knew besides my few friends because I used to tell them, but nah, I'm going to see the guy, but I'm not gonna post, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. You get, so our relationship wasn't public, and I used to post snippets maybe on Insta, the nice places that we used to go to, but not here. Sharp. So ever since then we never stopped. So I was okay. And another question that I used to get a lot was I was sick by the time I went to the doctor to do the HIV test. I wasn't sick, guys. I went to the doctor on the 2nd of August. I was preparing for my exam. If you know me in person, like I don't eat a lot. In order for me to eat, I need to take maybe some vitamins. So I used to go there to get injection, Biko injection for my skin and for appetite. So I was taking that injection once a month. Once a month. I took the injection that day, and after that, I don't know what happened. I don't know who said I must take the HIV test, and I feel like it's that doctor, because let me try to make you guys understand. I have my own doctor, then Mazio. I don't know if I should mention his name. Nah, but I'll ask him next time when I go to his Secharogoti. Whenever I tell a story about him or about my story, can I mention his name now? If it's comfortable, I'll mention, but if it's not, I won't. So I used to go to my doctor. I know the old one, lo say you can tell. And then that day, like I don't know him, but I know his face. If so okay, that's the doctor I want diagnose. And that time was such as I must do HIV test. When last did I did the HIV test, I was like 2 months ago if I'm not mistaken, because I think I did an E test before a graduation. My mom was graduating in Pretoria in August or September if I'm not mistaken. So I did E test around that time, and the test was negative. So I was like, yeah, sure, cool, we can do it, because I did the HIV test last few months back, but I couldn't recall like the exact date. When was it? What's okay, science. First question that he asked that who would I tell when I found out that I'm HIV positive, and my answer was my mom. And that time I was on my phone like this. If you know me, I like being on my phone, especially when I'm in a public place, because I don't wanna socialize, if I may put it that way. Like, I don't wanna talk to strangers, people that I don't know. Like, yes, I just had small talks. So I was on my phone, and then I was like, my answer, I will tell my mom if I am HIV positive. And then the doctor was like, okay, let's do a second test. And then we did a second test. And in my mind, it doesn't register what the first one is positive, or why are we repeating the test? And then we did the second test. And then he asked again the same question, who would you tell if you found out what you are HIV positive? And the answer was my mom. And then that's when I just realized that, man, there's something wrong. Why this man keeps asking me the same question? And I was like, what's the problem? And then he pushed the two kids, HIV kids, rep kids, was there in front of me. And then I looked at them like this, and I asked them again, okay, Gonje, when you're positive, 2 lines, and then one negative 1 line. Like, I wanted to confirm, because I was seeing 2 lines in both rabbits' kids, and in my mind I'm like, maybe I'm saying wrong things. Let me confirm first before I diagnose myself. And then the doctor confirmed, yeah, you are HIV positive. I was like, what? Not me. But I didn't say what. I kept quiet. I looked for a few minutes. I sat in that chair, and I was like, and already I'm thinking now, who infected me? And already I'm thinking about this guy, and I'm like, I'm gonna call him when I get home. For now, let me just like face this and be done with it. After that, I will say everything when I get home. I asked the doctor, Kuti, now what's the next step? And then the doctor told me, Kuti, you know what, let's take the lab one. And then he drew blood, he sent it to the lab, and then he told me to come back after 5 days. I think I went there, it was Tuesday, and then he told me to come back after 5 days, maybe even before Friday. He told me Friday will be fine, but I was also back. I'm like, okay, cool. But before I leave, I'm not gonna get like any medication or some sort. And then he told me, okay, I can give you ARVs and you can start taking them. He told me the side effects: you're gonna have bad dreams, you're gonna feel dizzy and nausea. He told me all the side effects, and I have experienced like all of them, not all of them, like some of them. And after that, I was like, okay, cool, I'll see you on Friday to collect my lab results. Let me just leave. And the plan when I was going there was to get veggies next to the train station. If you have lived in Bevel, or if you know Bevel, you will know in the next to the train station or next to the rank, there's a market. There's a place like market. It's not a market, a place like market where you buy veggies cheap there. So my plan was to go there and then get veggies, more spinach, butternut for 10 rand. Like, it was so cheap. So I couldn't even pass there. I was crying the whole time. I was crying the minute I stepped out of that door. Doctor, I was crying the whole time. I cried. When I was about to enter my residence, that's when I stopped crying, because I knew I will have to pass the kitchen in order for me to go to my bedroom. So I don't want people to ask me a lot of questions, because for now my emotions are all over. I am so emotional, like I couldn't know what to do. And then after that, I was like, okay, cool. Let me just stop crying now. What's this? Let me just stop crying. And then I went to my room, I locked myself there, and then I cried. And thanks God, I had a roommate who was always away, Lucinda. She was always at work, she was always working. If I remember correctly, she used to have 2 jobs. So she will come back late and then she will leave in the morning. The whole day I have the room, like I'll do everything and anything when you're around. And then I say, that's why. So that happened, guys, and after that, as soon as I got a res, first thing that I did, I made a phone call to him. I called the guy. Dude, this is what is happening. So are you aware of this? And then he told me, nope. I don't think I am HIV positive. I was like, okay, cool. If you say so, could you please do me a favor? Go to your own doctor and come back with your own results on or something. And then I think he did the next day, because that day it was late already. It was around 4-5. And then next thing tomorrow morning, and then he did on Wednesday. He went to his doctor in Japan, and then the results came back positive, and I was like, yeah, that's perfect. So who came with the disease now? And that's when the back and forth fighting started. Some back and forth, sir, what is the son? And I wanted answers. I was demanding answers, because I knew I was saving myself for him. Only to find out what he's busy on his side, and now he's coming with the disease. So to me, and I was so mad. I don't wanna lie, I was so mad. I was so mad. I was so hurt, and I kept asking God to go, why me? Why me? Because I felt like at that time I was doing everything right. When I say I was doing everything right, I was not even one of those girls that used to party a lot. Yes, I used to go out with my friends, but when it comes to men, I didn't want anything that used to do with men, because I was not even drinking at that time. I didn't know much about alcohol. Maybe when we go out, yes, I will buy cocktail. One cocktail was enough for me, and then after that I want juice, because I didn't want to get drunk because of the stories I used to hear. His dad was inside about my baby. So I was like, you know what, I don't want to get to that state, and I feel like I'm still young. Let me just first finish studying. Maybe after that I can start drinking, and then start doing all of those nasty things that you can think of. So after that, again, go back and forth, and I was like, dude, Friday, let me go and collect my results. And when I tell you, it was so horrible. Like, it was so horrible. I didn't know what to do for myself. There was a point where I wanted to commit suicide, and my plan was, if I go there on Friday to collect my results, after the society positive, when I come back to res, I'll just write a note. After that, I will drink all my ARVs, and then just overdose and give it. But again, my friend told me about this lady, and then she was like, do you know there's this lady from my hometown? She told me her background story, because I think she knew her from back home, so she knew how she used to carry herself, like, in the society. Yeah, if I put it that way, because she was a good girl. She was a church girl. Abantwana bayesikolweni bayesikolweni bafunde whatever. So yonke into right here. And then she told me the story, and I was like, okay. And then she told me, now she has a YouTube channel. She just went public about his data. She's HIV positive. She told me she just watched the story sakhe apha ebalisa khona edisclose khona HIV status. I was like, okay, could you please give me a link, because I want to see this lady. And then she sent me a link via WhatsApp, and I was like, okay, cool. And that time she was going to her boyfriend, or your husband, I can go. But I said, okay, I'm going to whoever. And I was like, okay, cool. I watched that video, and after that, I felt a little bit better. And I thought to myself, okay, if I could live with this disease, what's gonna stop me? Meaning now I could live longer with this disease. And there was a lot of things that was going through my mind. And that time we were preparing for her birthday, to celebrate her birthday on Saturday when you know to Casanova, if I'm not mistaken, in Devonville. And I'll try to insert my picture here with how I was looking for those people who are asking what was I sick, like guys, I don't remember getting symptoms, and I don't remember getting flu. The two symptoms is headache, rash, flu. I'm not sure, but I don't remember getting those symptoms, and like I was fine. Even when I was going to the doctor, it's not like I was having flu or something like that. I was fine. Even my weight, I was fine. I'll try to insert the picture here with a red dress. Like I was perfectly fine. I even gained weight that year, and that's how happy as how I was. And I would assume that I was healthy as well, because I was gaining weight. Why was I gaining weight if I was sick? Like it didn't make sense to me. And then after that, I didn't tell anyone. I just wrote my exam. Even though it was hard for me, I wrote my exam. When I tell you, I was crying every day, and my aim now was to pass, because my fear was to go home and fail and come back with HIV. I was not studying. Like I was thinking a lot of things, and we all know the stigma around HIV, which is teeny. The minute you are diagnosed with HIV, already people are judging you. They thinking you were sleeping around. They got you just trusted a wrong person. So that was it, guys. And after that, I wrote my exam. The plan for that year, I was planning to stay up until 20 or 24 or 22 December, because I used to stay at Reds for December, like 20 days before I go home, because Puma conduct my lights, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not say even go conduct my lights Cape Town. Every first week got December or first December. Correct me if I'm wrong on a conversation. So I used to go to that event with my friend Loas Italy. We used to go there, like we used to like going there a lot. So that year I couldn't even wait for that, because I think I finished writing my exam in November, mid-November, around 2025 if I'm not mistaken. I didn't even wait for anything. I didn't tell anyone that I'm going home. If friends is manager airport, I was like, guys, I'm cool, like I'm leaving, I wanna go home. I went home. As soon as when I get home, when I saw my mom, I was so happy. I was so happy to see her. And first thing that I did, I couldn't even sleep. I just wanted to break the news to her with her mama, because Dr. Wange go, before go to that, I'm sorry about that, guys. Let me tell you the part here results is a blood test, because I went to collect the blood results test on Friday. I need to bank out Tuesday, Friday, and then when I got there, my usual doctor, the one that I know, and I was like, oh, when he saw me, and then he sat me down, like he tried to understand what's going on, like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm okay. And then he was like, this thing that I'm saying is true. And I'm like, I don't know, I'm here for that as well, because a few days ago I was diagnosed with Dr. Lobege I am HIV positive. So he suggested that I take the blood to the lab so that they can give me like proper results. And then I was like, yeah, your results are back, and here are your results. Yes, you are HIV positive. And I think I started crying then. I cried because I was like, maybe this doctor was misdiagnosing me. There's no way. Like, it didn't make sense to me. I cried, and then the doctor hugged me, wants to Lisa, and I was like, okay, what's the way forward? And I told the doctor, my mom is planning to remove me from the medical aid. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't even know one clinic around Belvoir, so I don't know where am I going to get my ARVs. And then he suggested, I must go home and try to make my mom understand what I'm going to medical aid up until be right. And I was like, okay, I'll go home and I'll do that. Yeah. When I think of that year, guys, I don't like thinking about that year too much because I get emotional sometimes. But okay, I'm a big girl. We don't cry. And after that, I went back to the race. I wrote my final exam. And then now it was time for me to go home. I went home early, like I said earlier on. And when I got home, I couldn't even wait for me like to sleep, maybe tell my mom the news the next day. And so my mom was happy that I came back early. Like she was so happy for that year. And that time I was up business by some done my exam. I school and I was like, okay, sharp. But like I'm not gonna wait for you to finish like with your exam, with your kids, with the students, with your learners. I'm just gonna tell you the news now. I don't know how you're gonna take it, but I will tell you now. Because like I was with like I couldn't hide that from my mom. Because me and my mom are close. If we've been here, you know that me and my mom we are close. Or if you follow me on Instagram, you will know that me and my mom we are close, very very close. So for me to hide that from her, it was so difficult because she could see there's something wrong, but she didn't know what was wrong, and I didn't want to tell her over the phone because every time she will call and she will hear me with a moody, and then she thought it's exam, maybe like I'm not coping or angwazi manage stress is an exam. She didn't know what I was going through, something personal. So I told my mom about the status and she was cool. She was cool. And when I tell you, I didn't expect that from her because we all know what HIV and already mama being favor being HIV. Like I was thinking a lot of things. She's not gonna believe me. She's not. Already I am judging myself now. Like I was stressing a lot. But again, luckily, she didn't even shout me. She didn't even question me a lot of things. She just said, okay, what's the way forward now? Do you know the guy? And then I told her, yes, I know the guy. And he admitted, he admitted, and then I was okay, cool, if I'm a leg. And remember, if this thing you didn't want it to happen to you, and I was like, okay, cool, maybe it was meant for me. And I had to accept from there. And then I tried to spoke to my mom about the medical aid. Dude, I am 24 years old now. I'm over 21 already. Medical aid was complaining. Why am I still on your medical aid over 21? I was supposed to be removed a long time ago. So what's gonna happen now? And then I'm gonna could you please keep me up until I managed to get my own medical aid? And then she was cool with it. She was like, okay, sharp, cool. Also back on the medical aid up until we're right. And I made a promise with it. As soon as I get like a stable income, I'll first thing I am going to get is my medical aid. So you don't do it now. I am still using my mom's medical aid, and that's it, guys. I really appreciate her support. I am so grateful I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to have a mom like her, because the stories that I hear every day on my DMs, sometimes they break me. I don't even know what to do or what to say to the person, because I have never experienced such treatment or such thing, and it's so difficult for me to say something when I have never experienced it. You understand? I always like to speak from my own experience, just like now I'm sharing my story with you guys, how I found out or how, you know, I did that. Because yeah, the stories that I get, guys, they are so, they're so what, but yeah. And that's why sometimes I when I reply, sometimes I will give my partner to reply on my behalf. And now I'm still dealing with my pain myself, and now I have to be there for a stranger. Yes, you're a stranger, but you came to me because you see we have something in common now, and you trust me with your story. But please, guys, bear with me. I'll share with my partner, not what to share, but I will try I'll try to tell my partner to reply to you guys, because sometimes like it's too much for me. It's too much for me, because I'm still trying to deal with my own pain in my own way. So now I have to console the other person. Sometimes it's really like really hard for me. And but when I get a chance, I always make sure I reply, because I don't want to be rude at the end of the day. When I reply, I have to be kind, because I know exactly how you're feeling. I've been there where you don't have anyone to talk to, but only I had to Sis at that time. Sis don't know me. We have never met in person. Even now, I have never met her in person. But already I feel like I know her because of stories I share with social media. Because being up and then console her. She was there for me through and through. She has never questioned me. Where are your friends? Where's your family? Why are you venting on me? Like, why ungenzela uneza umthwalo nami nomthwalo wami? Do you get it? But guys, I promise now I will try to be her now, because I feel like I've dealt with my pain. Hence I went public with my status. But sometimes now it's too much. Like, it's too much. The story that I hear, guys, because even this morning I was replying to a few stories on my TikTok account. Some, they are diagnosing themselves. Like, guys, don't diagnose yourself. That's one thing that will break you, because first of all, you diagnose yourself. You are not sure if you are HIV positive, but already you see a rash, you're thinking, I'm HIV positive. You get headache. Maybe symptoms more cliche symptoms is HIV as symptoms. And then when you go to the doctor, he test to be negative. Because I even suggest to them at least last ngiyithemba ukuthi i-results angeze ngabe accurate. Leziyana ngiyazithemba 100% accurate, but i-rapid ingangabikho accurate yona. But le-celeb ngiyayithemba shem, guys. So I always suggest people to do le-celeb. And then it might be negative. Why are you stressing yourself? Why? Because boy problem because now you're diagnosing yourself. You are HIV positive, whereas it has said no, you are not. It's just all in here. And guys, do you know the power of your mind? Which do believe anyway you do get? And with this one, I think most of girls must relate, because if you know protection and then you assume that maybe you are pregnant, we have got already hormones and you feel like you are pregnant. But when you do a test, and there's nothing. It's all in here, guys. Stop diagnosing yourself. Stop. If you get we are born with it, I was mhlawumbe uyithole umuntu efunayo ke i-results ubona ungathi doctor, change the doctor uye komnye. Because with me, I was diagnosed kwa-doctor wami, but u-doctor wami ayengekho ne i-results, and I trust him. Like, I trust him with everything, because I don't believe like ukuthi angayenza into leyo angiqalele into engasoyiyo. Like, he will make sure ukuthi he tell me the exact results. So I won't like say ukuthi angangiroba ngento serious kanje. So when he read those results for me, or to me, that's when I started to say, yeah, oh shit, that's really true. But before that, kula 2 days, business back and forth in an exam. I went to the clinic, about next to Mermaid, but I want to prevent. My friends used to go there, so I knew the clinic because my friends used to go there. I think that we're preventing. I've tried it before, but it doesn't work for me. It gave me like side effects as better. So I decided to stop. My friends used to go there, and then I was like, this other time, you know what, while I'm still waiting for my blood results, blood test results, let me just go there. And then when I got there, my sister asked a test again to confirm what is really true. So I went to sister, and then to sister one test, he colored. One test, I think tested, and then she told me, it's yes, you are HIV positive. And then by the time I went in the room, counseling, and I was like, no, I'm cool, I'm fine. I wanted to confirm. My daughter already told me this, so I wanted to make sure what is it true now. Hence, I decided to come here. Not that I didn't know my status, I knew, but I wanted to be sure, 100% sure. So I went about 221 already. My mind was like, but this is it, bro. You have to accept, we have to deal with it. So those who are diagnosing themselves, guys, don't do that. Like, if you see to her, go to another one. Get about two, but if you always say get about two, but that one is impossible. If uthatha into engekho kanye ke noma uyathatha iyakuyesithathu wenza ukuthi uzoqhathanisa ama-answer ukuthi lo nalo bathe and then lona uthini, yabo. So guys, yeah, abasengifuna nokukhala. That's that, guys. And if you have questions, what else I wanted to cover, let me think before I end this vlog. I think I've covered everything because yeah, those were questions that people kept asking me. If you have another questions again, please guys, don't be lazy to go through my videos. I did a lot of videos because even last year there were a lot of questions, and then I made videos like every time so that people could go there and then listen to those videos. If you ask, if I see a lot of people are asking for some questions, I'll do a video again like this. And yo guys, I think that's it from my side. If there's anything that you want to know about HIV, I'm not a doctor. Disclaimer again, I'm not a doctor. My profession is far from that profession. You're a doctor, so I stand to be corrected all the time. Comment on the comment section, correct me where I'm wrong. And yo guys, that's it from my side. Let me just stop here, and please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed this video. Lastly, share. Maybe there's someone who's looking for this information but they don't know where to find it, and I am here for them. Bye.